Hello, I'm going to walk you through how I made this animation for Stanbic Bank. It's always good to give your AI as much as possible in terms of what you want it to do. So I wanted to give it the overview and also make sure that it understands the kind of style that I was going for by, showing it the kind of reference that it would get. And from there, I then made sure that we created separate characters because it is very, very important. Now, this is a pro secret. For that proper consistency across multiple shots, you want to start out by teaching the AI every angle of your characters, which is why you build a character sheet, because in an actual workflow, that is what you would be doing. So I started out with the characters, built them out one by one. There's the tailor, Chanda the visionary, Grace the mom, Tendo the future. So the entire story that I was building, the basic backbone of the video was I wanted to show how we are united already through how connected we are. You may think that we don't really interact with each other, but a tailor is interacting with a banker is interacting with a visionary, and it is always better that we are united because we work better like that. So that was the basic backbone of the story, and I wanted to showcase how even though you may start in one room, like your vision may be in one room, like whatever you're doing may seem trivial, but it adds up and it connects to the next person, and when we're united in purpose and in vision, everything that everybody does is for the best, because you know that the next person who's going to pick up from here is going to do the best that they can with it, and it always comes back. And that's basically the backbone that I wanted to build with it. I'm an optimist. Why? And so I had these locations built out one by one. This is the office. This is Chanda's office. This is Tendo's home, where his mom will be ironing over here. I wanted him to be there's a shot that I wanted where I wanted his mom and Tendo in the same shot. So I made sure that we had a living room that was more of an open space. And then there's the conference area where the big speech is going to be had, and then there's the final shot after the conference where they all meet up and go like, hey, what? We work together? That's crazy. You see. And then from there, you storyboard. It's very important that you storyboard, because a lot of people assume that when you're making AI content, you're just typing in stuff and it magically appears. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. We're probably like 5, maybe 3 years. I don't know how quickly this stuff is moving. We're probably 3 years away from type and get whatever you want. But until then, you have to know a little bit about the job and the craft to get the results that you want, which is why by following the actual workflow that happens in studios, where you design a character first, you design the locations before you storyboard. And storyboarding is a very, very important aspect of filmmaking as a whole. It's not just an important aspect of animation, it's an important aspect of filmmaking. Without storyboards, it's very difficult to know all the shots that you're going to get. And the same is true for AI. With that little rant over, this is basically the storyboard for the entire animation, going from scene to scene, where we show Muila making the suit for Chanda, who's in her office. We see her wearing it. She calls Tendo and tells him that he's won something, and an opportunity to speak at the conference, share his vision. That's him receiving the call. His mom, that's the moment where his mom looks at him as he receives the call, and she's proud of him. So we need to show that moment of pride. And obviously the big shot at the end where we have all of them together, and initially I wanted the crane to come down, but then I realized that the crane going up to show the sky had a much better effect. And after this, with this now, which is why I also love, this is not sponsored, Love Art. Love Art is amazing because all of this is happening on the same board. So everything that's happening here is all happening on the same place. So I did my character design, my location design, all here. So because it's agentic AI over here, it means it keeps track of everything that I'm doing on this side. So we build a whole script together while we were doing all of this stuff, we built the script, defined the camera movements, defined everything that we want to have done exactly how we want it done. From there, it was a matter of editing the clips together, making sure that they all come together to make a coherent story. I ended up adding a few extra scenes like this one here because in my initial storyboard, I found that there was no scene connecting Muila and Chanda. And then there was another scene where I had to include just to keep that continuity going. But once that was done, all I needed to do was record the voiceover, which was me. I used 11 Labs to change my voice into a much more acceptable voiceover radio voice for it, and then did the lines, read them out, and pieced them all together in the video, and that is how the video was done.